The much anticipated, the much awaited Season 5 of The Crown trailer is finally out. It is here. And if the trailer is anything to go by, then Charles and Camilla have everything in the world to be afraid of. This possibly could even bring down the entire monarchy. The world will see just how cruel two individuals, Charles and Camilla, were to an innocent young Princess Diana, who lost her life in a tragic car accident after being chased to her death in Paris. My family, I want you to see that trailer and hear that trailer yourself. However, Netflix is extremely strict with its content. So my family, I just hope that it's okay for me posting, showing you this video from my phone. That's what I'm going to do, from my phone directly. And this is the trailer.
The events of the last 12 months. The events of the last 12 months. Perhaps I have more to reflect on than most.
The royal family is in genuine crisis.
Have royal scandals damaged the country's reputation?
The House of Windsor should be binding the nation together, setting an example of idealized family life.
My family, the House of Windsor should be setting an example for the entire country, showing the entire country how an idealized family life should be like. This is what I've been saying for quite a long time in these videos. That the monarchy, the highest, in the class system, that every single person are told they should aspire to get to that point. When Meghan got to that point, being an American citizen, a divorcee, a biracial black woman, the establishment couldn't stand it one bit. They couldn't stand it. And to this day, they still cannot stand it. And they've tried so hard to separate Prince Harry and Meghan. But no matter how much or how many times they try, they will keep failing. That's the goal, to separate Prince Harry and Meghan. To erase the fact that there was ever a biracial woman and also biracial kids in the farm, in the royal family. No wonder King Charles himself put his coronation on the same day as Archie's birthday. So that people, whenever it's his coronation, people in history don't recall it as a day whereby a biracial mixed race grandson to the king was born. Rather, they remember that day as King Charles' coronation. That is why they did it. That is why they put it on the same day as Archie's birthday. Racism in the farm continues. And racism is evil. It's cruel. And the royal family, the farm, needs to stop. It needs to stop and change its ways. Racism has no place in the world that we live in today. It never should have happened. The mistreatment of black people, colonialism, how black people were treated, lost their lives, slavery, it should never have happened, and is a stain in the history of the UK, in America, the pain that has been caused to people of color like you and I. My family, let's continue this trailer. My family.
That cannot help but affect the stability of the country.
For years I've called for a more modern monarchy that reflects the world outside.
I don't think it's my behaviour that's threatening its survival. You, as future king, have a duty. People are all
you'd never understand how it's really been for me. I never stood a chance.
I never stood a chance. Where have I heard this before? Meghan also never stood a chance with the farm. Being a black woman, divorcee, a woman who came in and hit the ground running, worked. She came there and she worked. And she worked to the point that members of the farm, from Prince William, Kate Middleton, Charles and Camilla, they were so intimidated by Meghan's work ethics. So much so that even Meghan has been accused of bullying. Why? Because she sent emails at 5 a.m. early in the morning. Meghan, even in the Variety cover interview, said that she prefers to send emails because it's fast. Harry, on the other hand, prefers texts. My family, both of them value working extremely hard. A concept that in the farm, working, something that they just don't do. What they do is simply pose for the cameras, for the UK press to take pictures. In exchange, they get good press. That is what the farm does. No wonder they told Meghan to be 50% of herself. And even when she was 50% of herself, still, she managed to outshine all the other members of the royal family, even when she was not visible to the UK media, as Meghan has spoken about it. That a member of the royal family came to her home and told her to lay low because she was all over the place. And Meghan told that person that I haven't even left this house in months. My family, even when Meghan was not visible, she was outshining the rest of the other members of the farm, members of the royal family. And the farm just couldn't have that. It seeks to break the women who marry into the institution. They have done that with Diana to the point that she even lost her life. And they are trying to do the same thing to Meghan. We have heard from the so-called carnival of so-called experts on TV, going on TV. Latestly, the latest person doing that, Valentine Lowe, went on TV and publicly issued a death threat towards Meghan. Eamon Holmes, Camilla and Charles' friend, went on TV to also issue a death threat towards Prince Harry and Meghan. We've seen that. We've seen what the farm is capable of. We've seen what the UK press are capable of. And those kinds of institutions and even those types of press, like the ones in the UK, are press that is bigoted, has no place in our society. And it needs to stop how they treat people, dehumanize women in the UK. It needs to stop. It needs to come to an end. My family, they did everything in their power to destroy Diana. They went after her so hard. And at the end of the day, they did just that. Diana suffered her own share of suffering. She went through so much. Charles' affair with Camilla was too much even for Diana, and she spoke about it in the Panorama interview. She fought for her husband. But the thing is, her husband, Charles, never loved the late Diana. And Charles cheated on Diana every opportunity or chance that he got. He told Diana that I will not be the only king without a mistress. And so he had Camilla. And both of them cruelly worked together to cause pain and suffering to Diana. And I believe that Netflix will be covering all of this. And no wonder why Charles and Camilla are so afraid, sending out their minions, their friends at the UK press. And for the first time ever, we are seeing the actual faces, people coming out to defend the monarchy. Not the nameless and faceless sources that we have become accustomed to. Well, the UK press have gone on a tirade of, bullying, harassing the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. For the first time, you're seeing faces like this woman who's Camilla's friend, Dame something. I think her name is Dame Judy Dench. That is her name. Who came out to defend, Camilla, saying that, the Crown should have a disclaimer. We've had even the former Prime Minister of the UK, John Major, saying the same thing. For the first time, we are seeing faces showing themselves. Why? Because the royal family, the farm, is afraid of its sins of the past coming back to haunt them. And it is coming back to haunt them. And Charles and Camilla must have watched this trailer of Netflix. And even they, I'm sure, are afraid. My family, let's proceed.
People will never understand.
Future king.
I have a beauty. People will never understand how it's really been for me. I never stood a chance.
She's at breaking point because of the way she feels she's been treated. They see her as a threat.
She's at a breaking point because of how she has been treated by the monarchy, by the farm, by the UK tabloid press. Diana is at a breaking point. That's the Crown trailer. My family, Charles and Camilla, are afraid. Right now, they must be afraid and scared about this. The world will see them for who they are. The pain they caused the late Diana. The sins that they committed in the past towards Diana are being relived. This is unfamiliar territory, an unfamiliar territory for the farm. They are used to getting away with practically everything. But this time, the sins they committed against the late Diana are coming back to haunt them. This series will tell the entire world, will show the entire world why Prince Harry and Meghan had no choice but to step down as senior members of the royal family. The bullying was too much. The press abuse was too much. They had to leave. My family, let's continue. Diana has been labeled a threat. Meghan has been labeled a threat. Meghan said so herself. Just by existing, we were upsetting the dynamic of the hierarchy. Why is that? Because Meghan was a biracial black woman, and the farm could never stand that, can never stand that. They can't. They can't stand it. And they have tried for years now to break Harry and Meghan apart, to keep them apart. Diana at a breaking point. Meghan at a breaking point. It is time that the society believes the women that have been abused by the farm and the monarchy. It is high time for society to see the evil that the monarchy has caused to these women and demand justice, demand accountability. It is high time. It is high time. Justice for the late Diana. Justice for Meghan. The time has come for justice. The time has come for justice. Let's continue this.
Remember the one condition, the one rule. You remain loyal to this family.
It was silent.
Yes, it's a system. For better or for worse.
Remain loyal to this family, Diana. That's a character played by the late Prince Philip, telling Diana that to remain loyal to the farm. Why? Being quiet, shushing, zipping it, keeping quiet to the abuse that she has faced, to the attempts of the monarchy and the press to break her to remain quiet to that. That is what they expected Diana to be. And that is what they've said they expect Meghan to do. Keep quiet to the abuse that they face. The women are the victims of abuse. And the abusers are telling the women to keep quiet to the abuse. That is something that we've had from, UK press, from the farm. They expect Harry and Meghan to be quiet to the abuse. Even recently, with Prince Harry's memoir, look at how the UK press and the farm have been trying to find ways to silence Prince Harry's voice, to keep him quiet. My family, why do you give him something to talk about? That's my question. If you want Harry and Meghan to be quiet, why are you giving them something to talk about? You're bullying them. You're harassing them. You're giving them a reason to talk, to speak. The harassment of Diana, you gave her a reason to talk. You gave them a reason. It is the farm's doing. Their actions, their evil ways. And yet the abusers expect their victims to keep quiet. My family, if you're a victim of abuse, never remain silent. Silence empowers the abuser. That is what silence does. You've seen how the UK press have tried to get telling Harry, demanding that Harry cancels his memoir. Don't speak about it. Cancel your memoir. Keep quiet. You've seen what they've tried to do. And the Crown also, using this character of the late Prince Philip, is expecting for the late Diana to remain silent, loyal to a family that never shows her any form of loyalty, that constantly shows her disrespect. Earlier in the trailer, they spoke about, how Diana felt that she's been treated by the royal family and the UK press abhorrently, in an abhorrent way. And I can see why the farm does not want Netflix to air The Crown. Why it wants a disclaimer on The Crown. I can see why. This is history unfolding. How Charles treated Diana so cruelly. How both he and Camilla treated Diana so abhorrently. Their deeds, their evil deeds, will be exposed to the entire world. People will see the farm, the institution, for who they are, the system for who they are. Cruel, vindictive, racist, abusers. Every name in the book. The system of the monarchy fits the bill. And we demand accountability for the pain that has been caused to the late Diana. The pain caused to Harry for losing a mom at just a young age. The pain of Harry having to watch history repeat itself with how the UK press and the farm were treating his pregnant wife Meghan. Bullied to the point of wanting to take her own life while pregnant. We demand accountability. And as soon as people watch The Crown, I'm hoping that also they demand accountability from the Crown, from the farm, from the institution of the monarchy. They demand accountability for the monarchy. Accountability is needed. They're used to getting away with everything. It's high time that they face accountability for their actions towards the late Diana and towards what they're doing right now with Prince Harry and Meghan. The bullying, harassment of Harry and Meghan. It's high time the farm faces accountability for that. Let's continue, shall we? Please.
To be silent.
Yes, it's a system. For better or for worse. We're all stuck in it.
It feels it's all about to erupt.
She opens her mouth and hand grenades come out. She wants to tear down the temple.
Let's go for it. What the hell is she doing?
They won't go quietly. I'll battle till the end.
glories belong to the past. Then the world will move on. And we'll be left with nothing.
How did it come to this?
The Crown Season 5 on Netflix. That part whereby a character played by Martin Bashir, who got the interview with the late Princess Diana, saying that she opens her mouth, a hand grenade is thrown. My family, it goes to show how the farm operates. They don't like their victims speaking about the abuse that they have faced. My family, this is wrong. Victims of abuse should always speak up and speak out. And I'm sure that Camilla and Charles right now must have seen this trailer. And it's brought them back memories. The cruel deeds they conducted towards the late Diana. The sins of the past are coming back to haunt Camilla and Charles. And they are afraid. No wonder they are saying out sources with faces now to describe just how upset they are about Netflix The Crown, that it should have a disclaimer. Did Charles cheat on Diana? Yes, he did. The Crown is not going to say what did not happen. It will say exactly what happened. And the fact is, they treated Diana abhorrently. And justice for the late Diana. And the world will draw similarities into just how the farm is treating Meghan right now. Treating Meghan right now abhorrently. Harassment that Meghan is enduring. The negative press, the bullying, the insults, the attempts at keeping Harry and Meghan quiet, silent. The world shall see it. The world shall see it. And I believe that more people will join our cause. More people, more voices will join our community, our family, in fighting against this hate, in fighting the racism. In the end, hate will never win. Only love shall triumph. My family, what do you think about the Crown Season 5 trailer? For me, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I can't wait. And we shall review episode by episode by episode. My family, stay tuned to our next video. The sins of the past are coming back to haunt Charles and Camilla. Justice for the late Diana. Justice for Meghan. Stay tuned to our next video. Live family, always and forever. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day. And I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.